is the James Lee Witt Local Award. This recipient of this award has been a leader in floodplain management. This year's award is to recognize a brochure that was created to reach developers and local government planners with the floodplain preservation message early in the development process, prior to the time that land use decisions have to be made. The brochure was first published in 2008 and has been widely distributed throughout the Denver metropolitan region. It includes a mini CD and conveys its content in a very clear and concise and convincing manner. The brochure itself has been presented in a number of regional and national conferences, including ASFPM, FMA, APA Colorado, and FEMA Region 8 Mitigation Conference. The brochure received a National Association for Floodplain and Stormwater Management Excellence in Communication Award last year, and several other NGOs are currently reviewing the brochure as a potential vehicle for communicating flood hazard risk. This year's recipient is the Urban Drainage and Flood Control District in Denver, Colorado. Accepting the award are David Mallory and Bill DeGroat from the Urban Drainage and Flood Control District. Guys. The next category of award that the association has is the Tom Lee State Award for Excellence. There is not a recipient of this award this year, but we are putting up the information on the award and the past recipients of this award just for your knowledge. Our next active award here is the Jerry Luthane Service to Members Award. Jerry is here. I believe you step up front to help hand out the award for this. This year's recipient has been involved with the ASFPM since 1985. He's chaired several of ASFPM committees over the years, including stormwater, multi-objective management, or MOM, and natural and beneficial values. He also helped write the NAI training workshop. He's represented ASFPM on the National ACWI Advisory Committee on Water Information. He's on the Multi-Objective Management Kitchen Cabinet and has helped with conferences, especially at Seattle in 1987. This year's recipient is Mr. Dave Carlton. Dave? God bless you, Dave. This year, we have a special recognition to make. This is not in the normal realm of things, but for a lot of reasons, we thought that this was appropriate. The association wishes to grant this special recognition to Peggy Bowker from the state of Nevada. Peggy was a charter member of the Arizona Floodplain Management Association in the late 80s. She's been a mentor to numerous people in the field who are in floodplain management in Arizona, Nevada, California, and quite frankly, across the nation. She helped found and served as president of the National Flood Determination Association. She was an early ASFPM board member and pushed the association to broadly expand its membership for a lot of different categories of people. She helped start the triennial ARID conferences back in the 80s and was a local team coordinator at the ASFPM 2008 conference in Reno. Peggy was also a groundbreaking leader in a number of other areas. She was the first female registered professional engineer in the state of Nevada. She was a program executive in the public sector. She was the owner and principal of an engineering firm, and she was also the owner and principal of a flood determination firm. And also I should add that in the days before it became vogue to be politically correct, Peggy was one of the original flood foxes. Not a term not designated by any men in the audience. It was entirely cooked up by the female membership. Peggy has been a pioneer in the industry and a good friend to ASFPM. She could not be here. We are videotaping this for her. So if you can give Peggy a round of applause, we'd certainly appreciate that, and it'll be on the tape. Thank you. The next category of award is the Meritorious Achievement Award. This award recognizes individuals who, through long-term efforts, have advanced flood loss reduction. The individual we recognize this year began their career in floodplain management in the early 1980s as a state floodplain coordinator for the NFIP. This person has visited almost every community in the state and works with local floodplain administrators to help develop their local programs. The person helped create their state association in the early 90s and has attended over 200 board meetings to date. This person has served ASFPM as a board director, chapter director, treasurer, and a conference team member. He is also a turkey hunter, sorry. I do want to read this because I don't want to mess up this last thing here. He has a deep conviction for floodplain management. The current chapter chair said, through his long service to the FPM profession, both as the state NFIP coordinator and as a volunteer with our chapter and ASFPM, he makes protecting life and property his life's work, not only by what he does, by how he does it. His zeal and enthusiasm are contagious, and he has inspired floodplain managers throughout the state, the region, and the nation to better serve their communities to the best of their abilities. This year's recipient is Ken Morris. Ken, make your way up here. Or Denny Crane, as he's known to some insiders. The next category of award we are not presenting this year. We do not do this on a routine basis. This is our Goddard White Award. You can see from the screen information about the award and who the past award recipients have been over time. This concludes the award ceremony. Just remind all recipients to come forward at the end of the ceremony for the photo op. Thank you. Greg.